things, then we'll go for the algorithm understanding, then we'll write down the program, right? And after that we'll go for the time complexity, right? Time complexity. So these are the 4 agenda for this particular lesson, right? Insertion sort. So now let's first of all understand the concept. So how this particular concept works, right? Actually, this is one of the better version of the bubble sort. If you remember, so in bubble sort there are a lot of comparison is happening, right? So insertion sort is used to minimize the number of comparisons, right? So how it does, so if we'll talk about, so like it is like a if you have ever played the card, right? So card, right? So whenever you are picking up one card, then you will sort it. Whenever you are getting second card, right, you will put it in sorted form. Whenever third card, right, you will put it in sorted form. So suppose another card comes. So suppose another card comes, suppose this is your card and this card comes, so then you will insert it in between, right? So that means this you will insert it in appropriate position, right? Because whenever you are getting a card, then you don't know the previous 3 or 4 card is already in sorted form, but this card might be greater than some element or smaller than that. Depending upon that, you will put it in the appropriate position. So the basic idea is there are 2 parts, right? So these are your card in your hand, right? And the card distribution is coming on. Suppose one card came, then you will check, okay, so this is, suppose this will go to where, suppose this will go to here, suppose you will insert it. Now your card length will be increased, right, little bit, right? So now next card is coming, then what you will do, you will see that, okay, so this card is going to fit in here, so you'll put it here. Now your card size is increasing. That means these elements need to shift a bit, right? So that's what you need to do, right? So that means already a sorted array is given. So there are 2 things actually. If you look into this, I'll go in details, no need to worry. One is sorted form and one is unsorted or not sorted, right? You suppose this till this point it is sorted, already sorted form, and you will take one more element from here. Suppose these are the elements, so you will choose this element and you will find where is the appropriate position and you will put it here. But accordingly you need to little bit shift these elements, right? So you need to do some shifting operation, right? So that is the concept of insertion element. So that means, so suppose initially some array is given, so everything is not sorted, suppose 10, 20, I'll take an example, and you will keep on building a sorted array. Okay, suppose this is your sorted. So you will see, suppose this is 2, suppose 15, 20. Suppose this is your sorted array, right? And 10 is coming. Suppose 10 is coming. So 10 will be placed where? 10 will be placed here, right? So that means you need to shift all these things, right? So 20 will be shifted here. That means 20 will come to here. 15 will come to here. And finally 10 will be shifted here. So similarly, we will keep on doing this, right? So let's take an example and do it, right? So the basic idea is like, if you are playing, if you know how to play the card. So whenever some cards are in your hand and some new card is coming, you are just going to insert it into the right position. And the same concept also goes here. One is sorted part, one is not sorted part, right? So there are 2 parts. The array is being divided. One, suppose this is the card in your hand, and whenever one element or one card is coming, then you will keep on inserting that one into the right position, and this will keep on growing, and finally whenever there is no card here, that means your sorted array, whole array is going to be sorted array. So that is the main fundamentals of the insertion sort. So let's take an example and understand how this particular insertion sort is working, right? So suppose my given array is like this, right? Suppose 10, 2, 5, 7, 3. Suppose this is my given array, right? Some elements, right? So the index is like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And how many elements are there? N equal to 5. 5 elements are there, right? So what I need to do initially, what I'll do, so like I told, right? So what you have 2 parts, right? One is sorted part, one is not sorted part, right? So not sorted part. So, and you will choose one element at a time and you will move from non-sorted part to sorted part, right? So you are getting one card and you are putting into your hand, right? So that is the concept. So what you will do in this step 1, right? In this step 1, there is nothing you need to do. Suppose this is my array, so which is not sorted. So you will start with first element. So let's assume that this is sorted now. So this is my sorted array, right? And these are not commit, right? So I will choose one by one. Okay. So next step is that. So next step is, so I will choose. So suppose 10 is there, right? So 10 was already sorted form, but now 2 is coming. So whenever 2 is coming, right? So I will not consider in this step 1. I am not considering. Actually, step 1 is only, this is step 2. Step 1 is only 10. Then 2 is coming, right? 2 is coming. So you will do what? You will check if it is greater than 20, 10 or less than 10. It is less than 10. That means you will swap it here. Okay. So that means 2 will come here, 10 will come here, right? So that is the thing, right? So that is the thing that's done, right? So this is done. This is done. Now what you will do? Now what you will do? Now 2 is there, 10 is there. Now the next element 5 is coming. What you will do? 5 is coming, right? So whenever 5 is coming, so what you will do actually? So you will try to compare this one with 10. Okay, so you will first store this particular variable. Suppose let's store this temp equal to 5. So in the temp, you are stored this 5. Okay. So now what you are doing? So 5. Okay, 5 is less than 10 or greater than 10. 5 is less than 10. Okay, that means they should be swapped. That means 10 will be actually, this is a like shifting operation. 10 will come here. Okay. So 10 will come here, right? So now you will compare with 5 with this particular 2. Then 2 is less than 5. So this should not be done. Then temp will be placed it here. Okay, so that is how it will go, right? After this particular step 3, so step 3, step 3, so the array is like this. So now let's go for the step 4. So whenever you are going for step 4, there is no change. 2, 5, then 10 is there. Okay, so now which one is coming? 7. Again, when a 7 is coming, right? 7 is coming. So what you will do? You will put this 7 in the temp, right? And you will compare it. Okay, so 10. Okay, 10 is greater than. So 10 you will migrate to here. 10 you will put it here. Now what will be? This is the appropriate position because 5 is less than 10. So you will put this particular temp here. Okay, this is the step 4. In step 5, what will happen? So this is the one of the important step. Try to be careful because this is where you will understand why I'm storing this one into temp. Okay, so it is 2, 5 is there, 2, 5, 7, 10. It is already there in sorted form. Now 3 is coming, 3 is coming. So when 3 is coming, I'll put it into the temp, right? Try to see. So 3, so I'll put it into temp. So what I will do, so if 3 is coming, what I'll do, I'll compare it with 10. Okay, 10 is not less than 3, right? So that's why what we'll do, I'll do a shifting operation because I'm making space for 3. Okay, so now 10 is here. Okay, so now 10 is now here. Okay, so now I'll compare with 7. Is 7 is less than 3? No, it is not. That means it is a greater number. So I'll shift 7 also. Now I'll shift 7 also. Now I'll compare with 5. Is 5 is less than 3? No, it is not less than 3. So I'll shift 5 also. Now I'll compare 2. Is 2 is less than 3? Yes, it is less than 3. So that's why I need to put 3 here. So this is the whole idea of this particular insertion sort. Okay. So let me write down the program, right? So that we'll get more clarity on this. Okay. So basic idea, I'll just repeat 1 minute so that you will be get clarity, right? So what you will do, you will just take one element at a time, one step, and you will see, okay, so what are the element, because this is like sorted array. If you look into this instance 257, it is already sorted array. So you are just trying to insert 3 or you are trying to insert 10, right? So that means already sorted array is there. So what you will do, you will just compare that element where it is fitting. So if it is not fitting, you need a space, right? Because you need to insert. So that's why you will do one step shift, right? Shifting one step, because this is your sorted form. Okay, sorry. So this is your sorted array. So this is your sorted array. Suppose this is already in sorted form. So 2, 5, 10, 15, and 20. Suppose this is your sorted array. Some array is there. And suppose 7 is coming, right? So 7 is coming means it should be inserted here. By looking into this, you are knowing that. But whenever you will write down the code, you need a space, right? Because already you cannot just remove 10 and 7. Where 10 is going, right? You cannot do that. So that's why you will shift one position. 20 will go here. So 15 will go here, 10 will go here, Now what happened? Now there is a space. Now you can, since this is a lesser element, so you can put 7. So that is the basic idea of this particular insertion sort. You are inserting an element. So while inserting, what operation, extra auxiliary operation you need? You need a shifting operation, because you need a position in that particular array so that I can insert that element, right? So that's why you are shifting one element, and wherever the appropriate position, let's put it there, so that the resultant array is also an sorted array. Okay, so that's why, that is the main idea of these things, right? So I think we understand the concept algorithm. Let me write down the program, then after we'll go for the time complexity. So program is exactly the same thing what we told, right? So how many times you need to do? You need to do for every element. You started with 10, you did 2, 5, 6, 7, 3, right? So that means you will put a for loop, so which will take every element, right? So let me write down the algorithm. So which is taking, what are the inputs it is taking? It is again taking an array as the input, right? Array as the input, and suppose it is the n is the size of the array, right? Suppose that is the n is the size of the array. Okay, so that is the input it is taking. So what you will do? You will do it for all element, right? So you will do it for all element, right? So this is the algorithm. So for I equal to 0 to n, right? So you will go till n point, right? So I equal to, you can start from 1 actually. So because this is, first of all, you can assume that, okay, so this element is already in sorted form. So that's why for I equal to 1, I less than n, I plus plus. Because if there is only one element, you can assume that that is already in sorted form, right? Suppose now you are seeing second element, right? This is very, very important. Let's look at this particular step. So what you did, right? So this was your sorted form, right? So this was your sorted form. Okay, so let me write it actually. So first of all, let's put, so temp equal to a of I. So that means whatever value so you want to put, so let's put it in a temp variable, right? And you need to make sure that you are traversing from here to here, back, right? Suppose 3 is coming now in this particular temp equal to 3. Let's understand 3 is coming. So what we'll do, there must be some index, so which must be shifting these, right? So you will keep on coming, checking from this string, right? So that's why, so j equal to, so you will take one more variable, so j, so which equal to I minus 1. Okay, so this is the I minus 1. So that means what you are doing, so that means you are putting one more index here, right? So because this is your 3, so this is I, right? Suppose it is the last step I am talking about. I is this index, so j you will put it here, right? So j. Okay, so that is what you will do. So what you will do, right? So you will keep on shifting, right? Suppose 3 you are trying to do, so you'll keep on shifting these things, right? So you'll keep on shifting until unless you saw a smaller number, right? So like I told you, right? Suppose, let me, so this is 2, 5, 7, 10, 15. This is 20, right? Suppose an element, suppose there are a lot more element as there. Suppose I am inserting 3. So what I'll do, I'll put, this is my j now. So 3, because 3 is actually here, right? So that is what. So what I'll do, so until unless I saw a smaller number, right? Until unless I saw a smaller number, I'll just keep on shifting these numbers and j will be decremented, right? So that's what I will do, right? So that means j will be keep on going, because in the worst case, the 0th index is going to be the last. Suppose I'm inserting 1. So j will be stopped where? J will be stopped because 1 will be inserted here only. So that means every element will be shifted. So that means 1 will be inserted here. So that means you will put a while loop, while, right? So j is greater than equal to 0. If j is greater than 0, or else if it is equal to 0, that is fine. Okay. And if it is going to less than, then I will not continue, right? And one more thing is that, so this element should be a greater element, right? So this element should be greater element, right? So and a of j, right? So whatever this particular element is there, it is greater than the temp, right? It is greater than my temp element, right? Whatever element I am inserting, if this particular element is greater than temp, if these two conditions are satisfied, then what I will do, I will keep moving this 20 to next element, 15 to this element, 10 to this element. So what does that means? That means a of j plus 1 equal to a of j. That means I'm shifting now. I'm shifting 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, right? 20 is going, j plus 1 means this is j plus 1. 20 will go to here. Then now 15 will go to here. 10 will go to here, right? So then j minus minus, and you are decrementing. So that is what you are doing, right? And once you come out of this particular loop, so once you come out of this particular loop, then we will be at the position, so where I will be inserting that element, right? So that's why after this while loop, j is pointing to that particular index where I can insert that element. So that's why a of j plus 1 equal to temp, right? So that's it. So this for loop started here, ended here. This algorithm started here, ended here. Okay. So that's it. So that means I'll put the j in the j path. J index is pointing to, actually j plus 1th index is pointing to that particular index. So where I can put this particular 3. So I'll put it here. Okay. So that is the all program of this particular like insertion sort. So coming to the time complexity, the time complexity wise, it is going to be again order of n square, right? What is going to be the time complexity, right? Because for this element, so you will traverse one by one element, and in the worst case for any element, you need to shift every other element, right? So every other element. So this is going to be order of n, right? And this can go to order of n as well in the worst case, because if my element, suppose my element is 1 in this example, suppose last element is 1, right? So that means last element is 1. So then what will happen? So you will compare with every element and you will shift every element. That means n number of elements is going to be shifted, and you will put 1 at the beginning only, right? That means you are shifting every element. So that's why this is a nested, this loop is nested loop, right? So because this for loop started here and ended here, right? So this is the ending, this is the ending, and this is the algorithm ending. Okay. So since that is going to be order of n, order of 1, so hence the time complexity of this algorithm is going to be, in the worst case, it is going to be order of n square. Okay, so that's all for insertion sort. So that is the basic idea. Basic idea is to just insert an element. So you need to